Hello guys, so today we are gonna learn about inheritance, and before we get started I really appreciate if you have reached this point of the playlist. I really appreciate you guys support. Make sure to subscribe for more content. So now let's start the video right away, and this address which I made private for this video I'm gonna make it public so I can show you guys how inheritance works. I also removed the constructor which had no variables passing to it. Actually, you know what, I'll just add it back because I am re-recording this video because the last video I watched it, and it didn't have me explaining very good. So I was like, no, let's just redo this video. Made a new citizen with no data, and that's done. Now what we need to do is to start working on our new class. So what is inheritance basically? For example, I need to make a new class, but it is very it is a class of student. A student is a citizen, but I don't need to rewrite all these things. Instead, I want to use this code of the citizen in my students class, which I mean is a class of student. This class, not the school or the university class. uh, this Another example I can give is of cars. So for example, you made a class named vehicle, and there are some common properties of vehicles such as speed, on what ways does it run on, like does it run on road, water, or in air. And it has some more properties which are like company of the manufacturer. So these are some common properties of all the vehicles, and you can create a derived class from vehicle which you can name car, and then you can give special properties to the car class. If you're not getting it, I'll post a code in the description below, which is from, I guess, W3 schools. It is super helpful to understand this exact example what I'm talking about. But now let's just get started with this class of student, because I want to make something. If you have a if like there's I'm a tax software maker, and there are some special provisions, or I need more data for students. What we did here is mayor, but we can make a totally separate class which derives from the citizen for mayor as well. But in our actual software I'm going to use something totally different, which will involve enums, I guess. If in the future I think enums is not working, then we'll be using inheritance. So we make a class. This is my class of student, and I want all the properties from citizen into my student. So I want the name, address, money, and is mayor. A student cannot be a mayor, so that's that. But we'll see about that, to be honest, later on when we start using enums. Minded that for the next tutorial I'm just gonna erase this code because we're not gonna use it. So I need to import all the properties. I can just go colon here, and I'll say citizen, and voila, we have derived from the class of citizen. So our base class is citizen, and a student is a class which sits on top of it, and it extracts the properties of a citizen into himself, and he can have more properties of his own. So this is very good because in our for example, if I make a public string named university, so this is like where the student is studying. So I'll name this university for a default value. And now if I make a citizen, you cannot access the university here. If there is Steve, if I go steve.university, it won't work because if I see you, it's not suggesting me university down here. But if I make a student, it will give me everything like name, money, and stuff. So it's like student sits top on the citizen. Student can access the variables from citizen, but citizen cannot access the variables from student. To make you more clear about it, I'll write the code now. So now as we have written a class, we need a constructor. So there's a little difference when you write a constructor using inherited class which already has a constructor inside it. So we already have three constructors. Okay, why are you not opening? Come on, man. What the? Okay, yeah. So we already have three constructor here. So I want to use that constructor, right? So I'll go public student. That is how we make a constructor. And there will be, again, in the constructor we'll have name. I'll have int money. The reason I put this underscore is just to make it easily differentiable. Address, and I'll also have string university, because obviously a student is special and he has one more property which is university. So now I can just go name. Okay, I think I should go name is equal to name, and as you can see, the properties of the citizen class are appearing here. Like you can see citizen.money here. So that's something amazing. I didn't declare any uh, name money here, but it is magically working. It is not magic, it is the magic of inheritance. I'll go address is equal to, oh my god, yeah, address. And then I can also go university is equal to university. Oh my god, university. So this is all we need. But if I make a, now I need to make a student object here, not a citizen object, so we can have a student here. So I'll go student, I'll name him Roger is equal to new student, and then I'll give all the properties it needs, which is Roger. Then he has $10 because he's a student, he's broke with student loan. I'll give him Blake Street, he lives near Steve, I guess, and his university is Cambridge. So that is that. And now if I can add my Roger here. The reason is because Roger is also a citizen. That is why I can add him into the citizen array which we have here. And if I run the program now, as you can see, Roger does not have to pay any bucks because we have 10. There is also one line which we are calling is made new citizen with no data. That's not true. We made Roger with some data. So why is this coming? I'll show you how to fix this, and it is showing that we have only 3 citizens. So we'll fix this issue, but all the other things, that the functions and all the things we implemented, it's working very good. So we just need to fix that made a new citizen with no data. So what is happening here? So when we are making a new student, we are running a constructor here, but when this student, when you make a student object, you first make a citizen object and then you make the student object on top of it. Think of it like that. It's not the best explanation I can give or the most accurate one, but this is one of the simplest explanations I can give. Is, again, I'll repeat, when you make a student object, it first makes a citizen object, and then on top of it it makes the student object. So when we make the citizen object, we know that we have 3 constructors, and when you make an object, a constructor runs and the code inside the constructor works. So we have not specified any constructor which you should run or the student should run when it is being created. So it will run the default constructor which has no values to it, which no parameters to it, and that's why it says made new citizen with no data. So to fix that, we already have a constructor of a student here. So we need to tell him like this is the base which you're gonna work on, uh, or the constructor which you want to run if you're getting initialized or made like this. You guys will get it. So I'll just go base and then I'll say name, uh, money, address. So what it is doing here, okay, we have a problem again. No, we don't. So what this is doing is it is telling our student constructor to use the constructor which has these values as its parameters. So which is this constructor, which is super cool. We can also use this constructor, but we know our student will not be a mayor when he is a student, so we don't need to use that. But I hope you are cleared with this, and if you just remove this, it defaults to the constructor which has no parameters passed into it. Now, so if we now run our program, see, Mayor does not have to pay any taxes, Roger does not have to pay any taxes, Steve does not have to pay any taxes, and the citizen count is 4. In the previous constructor, in the previous code, the citizen count was not updating because we have not put any citizen count plus plus here, but we have put a citizen count plus plus here in this constructor. That's why it was working. So I hope you understood everything in this video. Again, comment anything if you don't understand. I'll make sure to explain it again. But yeah, this should be it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Please subscribe, it helps me a lot. Yeah, and that should be it. Bye bye.